Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Payday 2. Today, we're going to be attempting to rob the bank heist silently. This is the gold variation of said heist, which means there's going to be just some gold bars in the vault. Should be a couple of lock boxes that we can go through. By a couple, I mean, I don't know, like 2 walls worth, probably 50 or 60 of them at least. And on top of all that, we want to do it silently, which essentially means this is going to be another one of those, I guess, fake stealth missions, I like to call them, where it's not really stealth, but it technically is because you never got the cops called on you. So you could see me and my, yes, dad here once again, killing some guards and tying up any civilians that happen to see the deaths of said guards. The process here is fairly simple. We want to get rid of all 4 guards, and then we can either choose to just straight up set up the drill, and because I have the silent drilling perk, when I set it up, it's going to be very quiet, and the civilians are just straight up not going to notice it. Or alternatively, we can also run into the main area I'm in right now and, intimidate and tie up all of the remaining civilians. But before we could do that, I did actually have to get rid of all the guards, and I was unfortunately in a bit of a bind at this current moment. I had killed 1 guard in the area I'm standing in right now. However, there was another guard that I would have liked to kill just down the hall from me. However, there were civilians looking directly at that guard, and killing him would have been a very, very easy way to get noticed. So I took the easy way out and took the body bag I had and moved it back to the security room. After quickly dropping that bag off at the security room, we noticed that there was another guard lurking around in the same area the last guard had been lurking around at. However, this time there weren't any civvies looking at him, so I could kill him using the judge shotgun. I could actually shoot him behind this pillar to make his body even less detectable, because the way detection works in this game is not based off of the entire body, but rather just the head. So if you can get a guard's head behind something, that makes it infinitely more out of the view of civilians than just having it in kind of a remote location. So after that, we had killed 3 of the 4 guards, one of which being in the security room, and the other 2 having been killed in the main room. The last guard I had to kill, I just killed, and it was once again in the main room, but this time I managed to catch him walking into this, like, alleyway area, kind of, I guess is the best way to describe it. And it's a pretty decent location to just kill somebody in, because rarely anybody walks through there, and when someone does walk through there, it's not more than 1 person at a time. At which point we could just toss the thermal drill down and set it up and essentially just wait for it to drill through the vault. This part was incredibly easy. After the drill finished drilling, there was 1 more security gate within the actual vault itself that we had to drill through, and unfortunately in this instance I did actually forget to buy the vault key upgrade, which, if you want to do this quickly, is very, very nice. It takes maybe 10 or 20 seconds to actually just try the different keys in the keyhole, I guess. I don't know why you have so many different keys, but it's much quicker than just using the drill, which I unfortunately had to do. But once again, thanks to silent drilling, it really wasn't going to be a problem. It was just going to take a little bit longer. And now for the only part that really anybody cares about, looting. I get to move all of these bags of gold. I say all of, like there's a lot of them. It was literally just 4. So the basic plan here was I was going to move the 4 bags of gold out to the van, and we were going to try to pick through the lock boxes. Yeah, I know, it's kind of a terrible plan when you think about it, because lock boxes take ages to pick through, but we hadn't been detected yet. We had 1 hostage who was sitting in the security room. He was the unfortunate guy you guys saw in the very, very beginning of the video. However, nobody else had been alerted to our presence. I guess besides the dead guards, but do they even really count at this point? They're kind of dead. Either way, the plan was to get the gold bags into the truck so that if anything went wrong and the cops got called, hypothetically, we could dip very, very quickly. I believe this was on either Overkill or Mayhem difficulty. I believe it was Mayhem. And we had stealth kits on. which, you know, some people who actually have skill in the game could probably survive. We can't. We're not particularly good at the game, so that's just going to end very poorly, very quickly. So this was the backup plan. And now for the nice boring part, we get this stupid montage of me opening lock boxes, only for, yeah, my dad to get bored with this before I did. Surprising, but you know what, it did happen. So what we essentially decided to do, or I should correct myself there, what he decided to do was just start using his saw. So this turned from stealth to not stealth very, very quickly. But you know what? We already had our backup plan. We already could leave, so that was all set. We just had to grab the remaining loot and hopefully the ATMs out in front, and that was all that was going to happen. With the police assault in progress, taking the ATMs was going to be a lot harder, but due to the fact that we had a saw, it wasn't going to be too bad. We just quickly got the front sawed open and just took the money out from the inside, which I've never opened these before, but it was decent money, so definitely would do again. Pretty sure you can also open them up with ECMs, but at this point I didn't have any ECMs. My dad ended up getting stuck back inside the building, so I essentially just sat behind the van the whole time before eventually getting gunned down by a juggernaut that is currently making no noise because I have the in-game sound turned way down. So that's about it. After getting gunned down by a juggernaut sitting near the escape van, we managed to succeed in our kind of stealth, but it ended up going loud, but nobody really cares because we got paid. Either way, that's all for today, so make sure you smash like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hazmat out.